Hey, so my name is Paul Disher with Learn to Flip Mobile Homes. And big question for today is why would you want to learn that? What's that about anyway? I mean, mobile homes have a stigma. Let's take up the stigma, right? I don't know. TV needs something to take a photograph, when there's a disaster. So they feel pretty confident that if there's a hurricane or something, they can go to a mobile home park and they can photograph a mobile home that's been damaged or something like that. Mobile homes started as a luxury item for rich people in the 1930s. They brought them behind their cars, right? And they because they pulled them behind their cars and they went on vacations, and only the rich could afford them at that time. They needed a place to park them when they were doing this, so trailer parks opened up, and those trailer parks, all wealthy people involved in them. I think there's even episodes of I Love Lucy where they're driving around in a mobile home. Anyway, so they were very popular in the beginning, and they had these parks. Later on, they put them permanently down in parks, and then some negative public relations things happen to them. I think there's a lot of jealousy around the mobile homes. Mobile homes can be very nice, affordable housing, and the fact that they act like real estate. So let's say you've been wanting to get into real estate investing and you never have. I mean, the thing that's crazy about real estate investing is you listen to these stories or you buy these courses and, hey, wow, it sounds like a great thing. It's, economic freedom and, all that. But, do you have the $300,000 to invest to get started? Well, how many of us have that to get started? Don't look at me because I'm not that guy, right? I was learning about flipping mobile homes from some people that did, not flipping mobile homes, sorry, flipping homes from some people that did it. And at that time I was like, I can't do this. I just don't have the money. I don't have the ticket to get in. And then I looked at it and thought, what about these mobile homes? Maybe I could get in there and it would be similar to that. I really don't know. So I decided to find out about it and I looked into it. And long story short, I did buy my first one. I bumbled my way through, and I mean bumbled my way through as to what I was doing. I remember I did a whole lot of cleaning. I also did some painting. I could clean and I could paint, so I did that. That's what I did. And the place wasn't in bad shape when I got it, so some cleaning and some painting made it better. And there's a lot of stories about selling the first home and how difficult that was. And eventually I did sell it. And I made a little bit of money. Now, if I was to get involved in this, I would advise you not to jump into it with both feet. I would advise you to learn about it and get familiar with it and get more confident before you got into all that stuff. Because there's nothing worse than leaving something that's working and jumping into something that you don't know how to do. And maybe you can't make it work. And, so you wind up in a disaster in life. I think that's a bad way to go. I'm kind of a cautious guy in terms of that kind of stuff. So I still had another business that I worked on full-time. And then in part-time, I started to learn a little bit about mobile homes. I started to drive around mobile home parks and get familiar with what they look like, And I would start there. I can tell you that I have mentored other people, made them successful at full-time at this business. And, they make a lot more doing this than what they were doing before. And they seem to like it a lot more. And I have fun at it. What else? You get to work a lot more. If you don't want to work and your whole idea is like some guys will tell you on the internet, you don't work, you make millions of dollars, and beautiful girls just hang around you all the time. Well, that didn't happen to me. I work hard. There aren't millions of dollars. I get paid fairly. And I provide a good service in that I make mobile homes more usable. They last longer. They stay around. That helps the mobile home park. And they help the people that buy the mobile homes. For the most part, those people are very happy with what they've gotten from me. You're always going to have a few haters. So, I mean, if they find me here and they like to write, haters do, well, okay. But overall, I found it very satisfying and I like doing it. You can, will you make more money? I mean, maybe you will. Maybe you just want to keep doing what you're doing and do 2 mobile home flips a year. You can do that. And But knowledge is really important, and people don't grant enough to it. Sometimes they hear about something, they go, "Well, I can do that," but be cautioned that I think you can do it, and I don't think you need to buy expensive courses, and I don't think you need to take forever to ramp up to it. But I would study a bit about it. I wrote one book. You can get it on Amazon. It's less than $10. I would study it 3 or 4 times. I have another book that's all written. It's ready to go. I'm going to put it up on Amazon in a few weeks, and you can buy that one too. And I plan to write a series of about 8 books total, all under $10. So there's no $3,700 course. There's no big, long, super long email that tries to upsell you and get you to buy this and that and the other thing. There will just be these books, and you're welcome to buy them and study and read them and use them or not. I'm also doing a YouTube video channel, which is Learn to Flip Mobile Homes, and I talk about different things in there. And the idea is to help people who want to learn how to do this. There are 30 million people in the United States. There's actually more than 30 million people in the United States right now that live in mobile homes. It's a very popular form of housing. And as a matter of fact, it is the only non-government subsidized affordable housing that exists in the United States today. So it's a very important part of our culture. And, there are different, negative PR things done by, media about them, but they're pretty false and slanted, I think, a lot of those things. I mean, there are some down-at-heel mobile home parks. There are some down-at-heel neighborhoods, It happens. There are some really excellent parks, too, and I really like working in those beautiful parks. There are some even vacation parks, parks on the water and different things like that. So there's all kinds of different things, right? And there is financing for mobile homes. Most people don't know that. There is financing for used mobile homes. Most people don't know that either, and that's important when you want to go sell the mobile homes. So you can get them financed. There's finance companies that specialize just in loans on mobile homes. So that's fantastic, right? You'll be able to get the financing for it, right? You don't have to find somebody who's got all the cash, which, it's not the usual occurrence. So why would you want to learn about this? Well, I would say mainly it's so that you can be your own boss, get involved in an industry that's interesting, and it's the first step into real estate, really. I mean, if you know what you're doing with all the parts of mobile home investing, it's just a bigger amount of money and a bigger house when you step up to houses. So all the things that you need to know. Those rules they're pretty much the same. They're pretty similar. There's not a huge difference. So, and you can get in easier. The entrance is easy. And this is what kind of really opens the door to lots of people getting involved in real estate, because you can learn it now. There's no way to learn all of it from a book. And anybody that, wants to tell you that there is, they're just teachers that want to get paid for their job. But you never learn anything just from a book. You got to get out there and do it. I've worked with people, and I've told them a horrible thing. It's really, makes them scream when I tell it to them. But, I encourage them to go out and look at many homes that are for sale, and go and tour through those homes, and, get appointments to see those homes and review. I don't want to say how many deals. Review many, many, many deals. Many deals. When you do that, you're going to start to get an idea of this thing. And that's how you learn. You learn by doing it. You go through the books many times, and then you do it many times. And, before you give up $1, you should have a pretty good amount of confidence that, hey, I could really do this thing. I could learn this thing. So that's what we're trying to do here on this little Facebook page, and, with these little books and stuff like that. And, I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. I don't care, right? You're not going to compete with me. I don't care about that. There's plenty of room for a lot of people to get involved in this. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm not holding back the real information to sell you on an expensive course. You know how that goes? You know how they do that? They show you their Lamborghini and, all that stuff. And, they're going to give you a free book. I'm not going to give you a free book. You ain't getting a free book out of me. you're going to pay for my book. It's less than $10. You're going to love the book. The book likes you, so you've got to like the book back. And it'll help you. A lot of good information. I try not to hold back. I'm not perfect in my writing, so I mean, I can forget things, omit things. I'm going to try and put even more and more in some more books, and it's for you. So I hope it helps somebody. And this is Paul with Learn to Flip Mobile Homes, and have a great day and use the information how you want to. Okay, bye-bye.